Hello and welcome to the first episode of Trump Watch, a segment where we look at some of the things the president says and laugh at them because they make no sense. So our buddy Trump was having a jolly old time at an Ohio rally a couple of days ago, and he said something pretty bizarre. So let's hear it.
Political correctness for me is easy. Sometimes they say he doesn't act presidential. And I say, hey, look, great schools, smart guy. It's so easy to act presidential, but that's not going to get it done. In fact, I said, it's much easier, by the way, to act presidential than what we're doing here tonight, believe me. And I said...
So what do we know by this point? Well, we've established that Trump thinks that political correctness is easy for him. No, it's not. We've also established that they, and I guess he's talking about the media, say Trump is not presidential, which we then learn is a good thing because it's not what gets things done. So I want you to remember what he said. Really focus on the fact that being presidential doesn't get things done.
And I said, with the exception of the late, great Abraham Lincoln, I can be more presidential than any president that's ever held this office. That I can tell you. It's really easy.
Okay, so am I the only one who's kind of confused by the leap of logic that just took place in the last 20 seconds? Because I'm pretty sure we went from being presidential is not the way to get things done,
but that's not going to get it done,
to Abraham Lincoln is the only one who can be more presidential than him. Okay, so Lincoln was the most presidential president of all time. He's also widely regarded as the greatest president of all time by most people, which I assume would imply that he got some things done. So how the hell did Lincoln get things done by being the most presidential if that's not the way you get things done? And how the hell are you going to get things done if you can be the second most presidential and being presidential doesn't get things done? Are you going to be the second most presidential yet the most unpresidential president at the same time? Does Donald Trump exist in a quantum superposition where he can be both but also neither simultaneously? Does he occupy a different realm of existence where he's not bounded by our physical laws, thus allowing him to be defined by both antonyms at the same time? Is this all a part of his four-dimensional chess that I'm just too stupid to understand? Of course not, because it's just some stupid bullshit that Trump said. And of course he's not really trying to convey anything. There is no message being sent here. He's only there to bolster his own fucking ego. He goes out, he confidently says some stupid shit, and once he adds in that tremendous believe me, that's when the audience of clueless suckers just erupts in applause and cheering, and they're too stupid to realize that they're cheering absolute fucking nonsense. Speaking of the audience, let's take a good look at what we've got here. We've got old bitch, old bitch, old bitch, another old bitch, bootleg Glenn Beck over here checking the fuck out of his phone, this dude whose entire wardrobe consists of Trump's merchandise and whose genetics shows a very amusing way of distributing eyes on his face, and then we have this guy. Unbuttoned shirt, a MAGA hat, and a skin tone 2 shades too dark to be at a Trump rally. This guy acts like he's been hibernating for the past 6 months and has no idea where the fuck he is or what's going on. After Trump says some dumb shit about how the media says he's not presidential, the rest of the audience goes into a loud roar while it takes this guy 3 seconds to process reality and to force out this idiotic, confused face as if to condescendingly feign disbelief in those silly people who say bad things about Trump.
He doesn't act presidential.
After that, he reassures himself about his whereabouts and goes back to vacantly staring into the abyss. And the longer I look at him, the more I realize that I too am staring into the abyss. Because you know how you can just look at some people's eyes and the expression on their face and tell that there's absolutely nothing going on inside their heads? You can just sense the emptiness of their minds oozing out of their eyes. That's what I see when I look at this guy. That's what I see when I look at this other guy, that's what I see when I look at bootleg Glenn Beck, and the real Glenn Beck while we're at it, and that's exactly what I see when I look at the guy spewing nonsense in the middle. So the next time you wonder why the world is so fucked up and why the election came down to Donald Trump and Hillary who? I gotta puke. Remember that these are the people you share the planet with. Drones with no thoughts of their own who brainlessly applaud and cheer on absolute fucking gibberish because it comes from the mouth of the president or the head of the party their family raised them into supporting. And if you think that this is just a small example of stupidity and really shouldn't be taken too seriously, consider this. If people are so easily letting stupid shit like this slide without thinking, imagine how much more complexly worded bullshit you can throw at them before they realize that they're being covered in shit. Because I'm willing to bet that you're more likely to run out of shit to throw at them than any of these people are likely to notice the fucking stench.